Good morning. Are you Brent Smith?
Yes.
And this is cause number 26, DCCR 0128. Mr. Smith was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to burglary of a habitation. It was an agreement. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Any additions or corrections?
None more, Judge. Not from the state.
So my concern here is the drug issue and the type of drug specifically with PCP, and I'm not real sure that I'm just considering potentially ISF for some treatment.
That was part of the recommendation.
I don't see that. I thought it was. I don't.
ISF substance abuse. It was part of the.
Okay. Well, it's not on here, but that's what made sense to me. So.
Yes, ma'am. That was part of the deal.
Okay.
That's the only reason probation was offered in this case.
Okay. Got it. All right. So, Mr. Smith, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney's office and defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That is going to include entering and successfully completing the ISF substance abuse track program. And then once you're released from that, you'll be on the specialized mental health caseload and be required to follow all of the rules, all of the recommended treatment, including medication. Whether you feel like it's something you need or want, if they recommend it, it's going to be part of your probation that you have to follow all of those rules and recommendations. Do you understand? It looks like any other follow-up treatment from after ISF. And obviously you are to remain away from 4325 Galveston Street. You cannot be anywhere near that location. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to hand you the trial court certification. It shows this was an agreement that I followed and you waived your right to appeal. You're very lucky, sir, because the house that you broke into, most houses that you break into nowadays, you could end up with someone taking care of that on their own, especially if you enter into a law enforcement officer's house and traumatize them and their family. So do you understand the seriousness of this? So if you do everything you're supposed to on this probation, this is a great opportunity. You don't have the conviction on your record. We're going to get you the help you need. You can be successful. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation at all, you will be back here in court. You could be found guilty of the offense and sent to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand? All right, and go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Judge.
Hillary Davis. And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis, in clause number 23, DCCR 1551, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation March 11th of 2024 for credit debit card abuse, state jail felony, and that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. This motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1-1B, April 29th of 2026. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 2 alleges that you failed to avoid persons or places of disreputable or harmful character, specifically that you were at a place where a criminal act was being committed and you were accompanied by a co-defendant named Jonathan Rito. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 3 alleges that you failed to work faithfully at suitable employment and provide verification of that to probation. Is that true or not true? Sorry. Count 4 alleges that you possessed a drug, cocaine, April 29th of 2026. And is that true or not true?
Not true.
Count 5 alleges that you admitted to your probation officer that you used illegal drugs, marijuana and cocaine, April 21st of 2026. And is that true or not true? Count 6 alleges that you failed to never become intoxicated or under the influence of an intoxicating substance, and that you tested positive on April 10th of 2026 for cocaine and marijuana. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 7 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true? True, you said, I'm sorry?
True.
Count 8 alleges that you were at a location other than your residence at approximately 1:56 a.m., April 29th of 2026. Is that true or not true? Count 9 alleges that you are behind in your payment of restitution as of May 19th, 2026 in the amount of $297.50. Is that true or not true?
True.
And then count 10 alleges that you failed to pay court assessed fees as directed, and as of May 19th of 2026, you're $2,128 in behind. Is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 2, 3, and then 5 through 10 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas? Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney's office that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like that agreement is for a cap of 18 months in the state jail prison, which means we'll come back. I'll get an updated report from probation, have a hearing on sentencing at a later date. As long as I give you 18 months or less, then you're waiving that right to appeal. Is that what you want to do? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Davis is not competent?
There you are.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered the pleas of true to counts 2, 3, and then 5 through 10 freely and voluntarily. Find this counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to reset your case for sentencing. Ask the probation department to do an updated report. Anything that you think is important for me to know, get that information to Mr. Rojas, and he'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. All right, you're welcome. You can go back with the bailiff. Do you anticipate hearing any information with regard to count 1? Are you?
Judge, it's a drug case and